Hey, welcome to From the Baseline, Worldwide Hoops Edition. We're going to go back we started From the Baseline as a podcast. And so we're going to go back and make those podcasts and add them to our YouTube. And so today, this is going to be the first episode from this summer where we interviewed Krumesh Patel. Krumesh at the time was a academy coach there in Great Britain. He has now taken a job in Sweden coaching a pro team. And so in the interview, we get into the development pathway for players in Great Britain. What does that look like? His coaching experience there at the academy and with the under 20 national teams. And so I think you'll enjoy this. So enjoy the interview.
This is Mark Williams with Premier Basketball Report. I'm here with Krumesh Patel with Charnwood Riders out of the UK. Krumesh, how are you doing today?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm well. The coronavirus hit y'all pretty hard over there?
It's starting to. More and more stuff is closing down, and just recently the basketball's been suspended and cancelled within the leagues and stuff. So, and then daily life, we're still going ahead, but I believe in the next week or so they'll be showing more and more stuff down. So definitely hitting us.
Getting y'all well, starting that social distancing, huh?
Yeah, that's what they said on the news yesterday.
Gotcha. Hey, well, before all the coronavirus hit y'all too crazy, I think it was this past weekend, y'all had the Betty Cadona Trophy championship game. How did that go?
It went very well. It was a tough game against Durham, but the girls, really executed the game plan, stuck together all the way through, and we happened to get the win, which allowed us to win that trophy 3 years in a row, which is an incredible feat in its own. So it was a really, really good weekend, bar everything else that's going on in the world.
Right. And that's with the WBBL team, Leicester Riders, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. That's our pro women's team. That sits on top of our program for the women's side.
Okay. So help for American basketball fans, help them understand the leagues or how basketball is organized there in the UK.
So we play within different leagues depending on age groups. So they have under 12s, under 14, under 16, under 18 girls that play at the weekend for a club, and then or you can play for a semi-professional professional team, which is Division 1 WBBL, and that all them games are played at the weekend, and you can affiliate yourself with any club you wish to join at the beginning of the year. And then we have, over the last 5-6 years, developed an academy league, which is held on a Wednesday, where students can transfer to academies at the age of 16 or to high school learning at 16, and they play their basketball and education 16, 17, 18, 19 at an academy and develop them. So, like ourselves, we have all of that under the one umbrella for Leicester Riders, and we provide club basketball as well as the basketball that's played within the school and the academy systems as well.
Okay. And what's the school for the academy system under the Leicester Riders? What's the school called?
So for us, we play under Charnwood College, so Charnwood College Riders. So that's the school that hosts all of our students. So our students do their academics there. We manage their whole schedule from 6 a.m. in the morning to 6 a.m. in the night. That's including study hall, lifting, nutrition, sleeping, their studying, and all the basketball. So we manage their schedule from, the whole day, and that goes for the whole year, and obviously within the 2 to 3 years they are with us.
Right. So really that's what, the last 3 years of high school?
Yeah, so it would be the last 2 to 3 years of high school equivalent to America, yeah. We have a different system here, so the students they finish their GCSEs at the age of 16, and then they're allowed to move to a different, we say college, for 2 to 3 years, and then after college they would go to university.
So college is what in the States we refer to as high school.
Yes, like the upper end of high school.
That makes sense. You can get that confused if you're a recruiter looking and going, hey, this player or prospect's already at a university. So college is
Yeah.
a high school, but a uni or a university is what y'all call like university studies after high school.
Yes, that's the equivalent to going to college in America. You'd be going to university in the UK.
Ah, gotcha. Now, how have in the past y'all's academy teams have had quite a bit of success, correct?
Yeah, we've over the last 5 years we've been really successful. We've gone to the final the last 4 years, and last year, we won the whole thing. Had a season with a talented group of girls that went all the way through undefeated, even in the championship game, did really well, and then the season finished, and we had 15 graduate from the program, and 13 went to the US.
13 of your 15 went to the US? Wow.
From last year's graduating class, yeah.
And who were some of those players?
The notable one is Holly Winterburn. She went to Oregon.
Okay.
Lauren Starr went to Ryder. Megan Jones went to UC Davies. And then like a couple of other ones that had a good year. Imogen Cook and Rebecca Morrison went to like Caldwell in Division 2. So we had a variety of players go across, different levels and around the country, what they thought was best for their continued growth as a basketball player.
Oh, nice. So y'all putting out players to the U.S. at all different levels, from D2 to various levels within the D1.
Yeah, so I've got girls in Division 1, Division 2, NAIA, and JUCO. And we sit down with them, and I speak with coaches across the country for them, and we try to find the best fit for them, whether that's, basketball level they're at now, academics right now, or, personal situations where they what's best for them in the next 2 years, following by the next 2 years rather than a 4-year blocking. So
Right.
I try to educate them best, and over my time, I've got to know more and more coaches, which has allowed us to put them in better positions. And, we did that group that graduated 15 and 13 went. That's the first group we took to, the AAU, playing in a competition with you guys, and, I
Right.
would have had some sort of effect because from that group, all of them are in America now. So.
Right. And that was, let's see, y'all came and played in Florida when we did that event. What was that, 2 years ago, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Any plans to bring another team over?
Yeah, that's the plan. So obviously we graduated a lot this summer. So the group coming in now are making up a lot of and learning what the last group have done, but on their own. But the next coming group, we have 10 girls coming in for the next class, and with the 11 that we have this year, and combine them together, we're going to be very competitive. So I'm not trying to see if we can target a summer again and come out, bring them all out again, and help through, because it definitely paid off and worked really well. And after that summer, the following year, last year, we won 6 national championships. So it's definitely a productive summer that had an effect, because just prepared them a little bit better coming into the season, or motivated them, however you want to put it, just the more successful.
Well, and that's what, my experience with international players and teams, and when they come over and see and play in the States, then they see the level of competition and the speed, and it really kind of prepares them for the college level of, do you really want to come over? And you get to see the physicality and the American brand of basketball. And that prepares them for coming over, and it really it either gets them excited about coming over and they want to put in the work, or it pushes them the other way. And they decide, hey, coming over is not the best for them. And so they stay in their home country and stuff. And so we're glad from your side, we're glad to be part of not only their success that last year with y'all, but helping them, find places to play in the United States.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's very important that they get the best education, not just players but coaches as well. So then you send them to the right program with the right people, so it helps them continue to grow. So the more information they can have, the more experiences, I think the better decision they're making. So it's very vital.
Absolutely. Now, what you talked about, 10 there or 11 there and 10 coming in. Who are some players that you have coming up in the next couple of classes that college coaches need to make sure and be aware of?
Well, we've done the class this year going out, all signed and happy for them, but we've got some notable ones that are doing an extra year or got a couple of years left. So we've got Hannah Dawson. She's currently with the WBBR team and was with the national team last year. She's had some interest, but with personal situation, she's opted to do one more year with us, which she's eligible to do. She's like a 5'11" wing, very strong, very active. And then we've got Molly James, who's in the class of 2021. She's the one that led the class coming in last year, and she's having an outstanding year. Just made the Weeble all conference team as a first year. She had the Tri Nations tournament with England in the Christmas period, and had I think she was something like 29 points against Scotland in one of the games. And she recently made the bump from learning with us from under 18 Division 1 to having a WBBR game under her belt, a couple of them. So them two are very, very, very notable. And then we've got some other ones that slightly behind them in Ashanti Richards, another guard that's opted to do one more year, and Lauren Dadd is a girl that we had last year who was struggling for minutes, and this year she made her debut into WBBL as well. So we've got a couple of girls that we get a lot of girls that come, work hard, and over the 2-3 years build their worth, and I think it's clear the next level. And then we've got a couple of girls coming in the next class who I think are going to be very talented Division 1 players, I believe. But we won't we won't be able to announce them until the season's officially finished, because they're currently with their club teams before they come to us. But I no doubt will be ringing you.
Absolutely.
Once, these are the players you need to look out for because they're officially with us now. So
yeah, absolutely. No, I look forward to hearing those. I know that it's so over there. You kind of sign a contract that's who you're with for a year, and then when that season's over, then you can reevaluate it from there. So I look forward to hearing who that is.
I think you'll be excited by the couple that I will be talking about, especially the group of girls that have just gone. Some are the same ilk of player. So.
There you go, reloading again.
That's it, right? So
that's
we're
awesome.
gonna have a rebuild somewhere, but then we continue to grind on, and the girls have done tremendous this year. The ones that were coming in and really got better. And like I said, it was not the normal season we normally have, but it's part of rebuilding. But that group still, with graduating that many, still managed to win the WABL league. That's pretty impressive when you graduate 15. So.
Oh, absolutely. That's always impressive when you win it, but a little bit more when you graduate 15 and the caliber of players that you had before. Now, you've mentioned the WEBL. That's WEABL. What does that stand for?
So that's the Women's Elite Basketball League. So that was something that was set up 5 years ago. There's a handful of academies in the country that can only enter into that competition. So it's meant to be the elite academies in the country, and they compete, against each other nationally or in the North Conference and the South Conference. And that's something that's been growing over the last 5 years. We've got some tremendous coaches and players in that trying to increase the talent level for the girls and the boys in the EABL. Trying to upskill them and trying to make them more prepared for the next phase. So that's what the WEABL is.
Is there game film for that league that college coaches could check out, or where could they get information on the league?
So all the details are on the website. The league is linked with Crossover, now Huddle, I assume. All the games are put onto there. They're easily accessible for any coaches that want to see them. If you can't get them off the website, if you email any of the coaches in the league, they can share anyone's games to see any players. So, for example, if coaches were interested in anything in England, if they gave me a call or a message, I'll be able to share, all the game tape from the season for any of the players they're looking for.
Right. What's the website for the league?
I believe it's weabl.org, but I will double check right now for you. Yeah, so it's www.weabl.org, and that has the information,
right?
So the league information on there.
Right. So that's weabl.org.
Yep.
Right. Good place to go to see the top of Great Britain. Do you think that's the for college coaches that would like to recruit Great Britain and see the talent, that's the one place to go for them to see, if not all, majority of the top talent there in the UK?
I would say it's a strong indication. It's the league is growing, so most of the top players are in one of these teams. But okay. I think if they want to see what level the student is, I think it's more important that they see the names on there, but also check in to see how they're doing with their club teams.
Right.
Like, school competitions, high school competitions, very similar. So some are very good, and some are like, not so.
Right.
They gives you the level that it should be serving. So I think you have to take the combination of that plus the weekend stuff. So, for example, like we do really well, so we'll adapt squads accordingly. For example, like someone playing a lot of minutes in WBBL might not play every WABL game, just depending on who we're playing and stuff, just to manage the load.
Right.
So I think it's important that they see their names on there and then see how they're also doing with their club teams at the weekend and stuff to get the correct idea. But if you're a high level player, you'll be on that website, or you'll be within one of them teams. Do you know what I mean? So
right.
100% good indication of if the coaches are looking, they should look at that first and then reach out to the coaches and see if they can get more information.
Well, awesome. How if college coaches wanted to get in touch with you and learn about players there at Charnwood or just basketball there in Great Britain, what would be the best way to get a hold of you?
I'm very accessible in most ways, so social media is an easy one, with Twitter and Instagram. It's my name, Krumesh, or Krumesh Patel. I was quite lucky with the handle that there's not many Krumeshes around, especially
right.
basketball. And then if not, my email or phone details.
Right.
I'm quite open with anyone trying to reach out to me about anything they want to talk about in the country. So I would say they're the easiest ways.
Right. So your Twitter handle will probably be the best. So your Twitter handle is @ and then it's Krumesh Patel, your first name, last name?
I believe it's just, I think you're right. I think it's Krumesh Patel, yeah. So my Twitter is Krumesh Patel, and then my Instagram is just Krumesh.
Okay,
so
that'll work.
Them two are easy, and then for people that aren't on them, it's Facebook, again, Krumesh
right.
Patel, and they're the easiest ways for people to connect if they don't have my phone number or email.
Right. Spell your first and last name for me, just to make sure we all got it right.
Krumesh, and then Patel is Patel.
Awesome. Krumesh Patel with Charnwood College Riders. Have enjoyed. We've had quite a relationship over the last couple of years, and always shot me straight and let me know who the players are. We hosted them in 2018, and then look forward to hosting y'all here soon in the near future.
No, I think we're looking forward to it. And I've had girls and boys ask me about when the next trip is, and I say to them, hopefully soon. So.
Yeah, well, it's probably going to, with this whole coronavirus, we'll have to see what the AAU season looks like, but for sure 2021, we'll have to make it all work. So
definitely.
And make it happen. So, well, Krumesh, we appreciate your time.
Yeah, it's great to be online with you guys and have a chat and be able to discuss everything going on, and really appreciate you taking the time to reach out.
That's what we're here for, trying to help players around the world find college destinations in the U.S. So we're just happy to play our part.
Amazing.